day of class here?
Thursday.
This Thursday?
And Friday it's graduation, so we don't have class. That's what I decided.
Okay.
Yeah. I still haven't decided about graduation, but
Is there so Tuesday, is the new place ready yet?
well, it's as ready as this looks right now. Or will be by then.
We'll
Yeah.
go there Tuesday.
Yes. That's the plan. But the only thing holding up the plan was the new HVAC, and they are finishing up right now. And it has all the modern things on it now. It's a Carrier, 5-ton, brand new, heating, cooling, and it has that big HEPA filter system on it, so it's like one of these monster HEPAs that you put in, so the air will be fresh smelling all the time instead of. Did we switch?
No.
Switch. And also we'll have like ionization, and it has a whole little system to bring in fresh outside air regularly, so it'll be good.
You can have a sound system for music.
I'll have to move it, but we're not using sound still, so. For the move, I prioritize what has to be done to move, and how quickly can we leave here. And we don't need the whole classroom, we need a spot for 3 to 5 students. So we can have a pile of stuff, not too dissimilar from this, for a month or 2. Well, I wouldn't wait that long, but. And finally got my office set up there, so I've been without like regular use of a computer. And then they had the AC off for 2 days, so I can't even like sit down and answer emails or, the phone's not adequate, so. Inside. So hopefully I have the office just now set up, good enough to use, but I have, the main room needs painting. That happens Saturday. And then, but before then I can move everything over there, because the painters know how to cover stuff up. So the main goal right now is how quickly can I get everything out of here and in a pile over there. And then the second goal will be, how quickly can I turn this pile into some semblance of a classroom and set up the camera so that it actually works. Y'all will be on camera the whole time from now on too, because there's not enough room to put you behind the camera. So, your back will be. And switch. We didn't already. I like these a lot because they really help the lower back and the sacrum. As long as I relax it there and like let it really fold in and open. And that's the center of your dantian. It's all around your dantian. And if you're supposed to move from here with all your moves, keeping that middle part very flexible. Yeah. All right. Left foot forward. I can say there's a small chance we'd still be here, but I think that it's such a small, it would be like something that would have had to have gone wrong. A flood, electrical problem, just something unforeseen. And then there's the list of things that what will happen to the space. Like I won't have decor right away. I'll just have a painted wall. But then I'll have the gong, and then I'll have to figure out where to hang the things and stuff. So every week it'll be. Every time you show up, just like it has been here. Every time you show up, it's like, whoa, there's something missing. There's something else missing. It'll be the opposite. They're like, oh, they got the thing hung up now. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the wooden man. There's the wooden man. Wonder when they were going to put that up. Switch. If there wasn't a sense of urgency for moving, then and I could take my time, I'd probably put things in there deliberately and as I'm ready to put it in. And I'd have it all perfect and ready to be like, ah, here's the school in its finished form. But I didn't stand in this room. And the walls were that blank. Many, many years ago. We just slowly added and decorated, came up with better ideas to use the space and face the mirrors. Well, I guess we go that side. Okay, transitioning.
There's no mirror there, right?
Not now, but the mirror, again, the wall of mirrors will go in too. Yeah. But does it have to go in before we have classes? No, nothing. But when is COVID over? 6 months from now? I don't know. When it'll be ready for our big classes again.
Why are you gonna put mirrors in?
Why not?
I don't know. You don't want people looking at themselves and touching them.
I didn't want them learning Tai Chi in the mirror.
It's useful for the Kung Fu.
Yeah, we can use the mirror for a second, but to face the mirror your whole class is bad for your form. Switch. Mirrors are good for the instructors. The mirrors are for the teachers, not for the students.
Throw them on the back wall or the front wall?
Well, the back wall, behind it, the students.
Let's see, is my cake really that low if we face the mirror sometimes?
What happened?
It's like, is my cake really that low if I'm
Yeah,
facing
yeah,
the
it's
mirror?
good. The mirrors are, for students, the mirrors are useful to just check what you're doing. But there's an obsession, especially the kids get, where they're a live action hero in the mirror. And now them seeing themselves is the problem. So that happens anytime I have little dragons and I have one little dragon over here.
Yep.
They can't look at me. They have to look in the mirror. They're doing their moves in the mirror. And I'm like, all I have to do is move over here. It's not a problem. So.
They run the laps looking like this.
Yeah, they're running while they're looking in the mirror. Oh yeah, let's do this one. Let's do the. People ask me, "Are you excited?" Like, I'm like, I'm not really thinking anything. I'm thinking fast. But I do. I'm starting to feel a little excited because of now we're kind of past the hump. There was a lot leading up to this, but even having the painters come in is something if they postponed, I could still move because they'll cover everything up. It's just it'll look disheveled, or we might not even practice on the mats. I might be practicing on the cement floor. All right, let's do the yin yang. I can't promise it'll be better. I can just promise it will be different. Yeah, it'll be different. Excellent. Good. And circle up. And push the palms down. Yeah. Follow me one time.
So we didn't do the marrow washing.
Oh, we did the mirror washing. Y'all need the mirror washing? Okay, I see you like, no, actually, even though I hate it, we should do it. Oh, yeah, let's do the mirror washing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. like to go through the form once?
This one?
Yeah. parts you want to review some more?
One quick question about alignment.
Yes.
In the beginning, we've done this is a diagonal here, then it'll become forward.
So the question is about the first oblique, all right? But the first oblique requires a successful Xinjia Erlu jump into it, like it does in Xinjia. So we've come here, we jump and we're here, and then we twist, and then elbow. So we're doing from protect the
We do
heart.
there's a split too.
After that,
Right when we land,
right. I'm trying to get to a starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to a, thanks though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to a starting point to review the question. Okay, so we've gone from, we're gonna go from the protect the heart, okay? Then we come back into a wide crane spread wings, and then we fa jing. So where's the fa jing? You gotta have the fa jing, and that leads you into the oblique. So let's see if we can do that. Elbow, wide crane, fa jing, and we brush here, up, out, here, up. Twist in, and does that answer your question?
You're facing the mirror. Essentially, your hips were facing the mirror, and then you came in. It turned you to the front or more.
Most importantly, it goes back to the move right after, and this is a common mistake because it's not the same as your other obliques and your other Chen forms. Look where I stepped to do my oblique. Where are my hips and shoulders facing?
there.
But I didn't ask you to look at my hips and shoulders. What did I say about the foot?
Left foot's for the mirror, right foot's towards the front of the golf.
Yeah. Like if you look at the grid on the floor, I have a foot almost to the center of the black square, and I have another foot almost to the center of another black square.
And your diagonal in space.
So, at home, pretend I can see you. Show me that from the elbow to the fa jing to the step and freeze. So elbow, and continue on, and then hold when you're done. This is correct. Now, that's not quite correct, but it's close. So, if you get your foot placement correct for your oblique, you're twisting into your left and then turning to your right, which your feet have to adjust a little bit for. By the way, it's almost the same one as when we were here and went like this, right? Because we're here, we twist in, we go, then we're lining up here. Then we're coming around here, squares us back up. I think that answers your question. Yeah,
See it.
yeah. You did it that time too.
It isn't no alignment that helps.
Yeah, oh, it's not alignment? What was the alignment question?
No, I didn't know the alignment.
Oh, now you know. Cool. Y otro? Y another one? For our final week in this space? Okay, if you don't, then I should see someone lead it, and that'll give me a chance to watch everyone. And then I can pick something. Okay? And then we can do the fan. Okay? So if you're at home, follow Ms. Burns. If you're here, follow Ms. Burns. And I'm going to take a look at those that are here and come up with some observations. Okay, start over. If you're at home, we're doing it from the beginning again. Well, we've accomplished quite a lot, because all three of you, I think, could lead it, right? Like you can know the moves from the beginning to the end. Pretty much the hardest empty hand form to learn as far as sequence goes. Obviously, 38 form's the hardest one because you don't know anything about Chen style, so it's really, really hard, right? This was easier to learn than 38, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because 38 was like, what? I don't know about the oop and how the hips go, ha. You know, it's all, you know, assuming you now have a base of Chen knowledge, then this would be the hardest form. We wouldn't have wanted to start with this one when you got your black sash, would we? Yeah. It would have been fun, but it would have been a multiple year endeavor. And I would have lost most of the students on the way. We can switch to fan, or I can look at something in that part that I noticed.
Look at something?
Okay.
Let's first.
So it's at the beginning, because we're kind of beginning heavy on correction, and you've heard my philosophy about we correct like the first 10 moves. We've taken care of correcting 80% of the quality of the remainder of the form, right? Unless it becomes move-specific corrections. So it's this part. I almost have to start at the beginning, but let's see if I can not have to start at the beginning. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we're at single whip. That's where we're going to start. So we're at single whip, and we have the hands go like this. So we have the right hand up and the left hand, and we kind of slide, or I could say kind of glide, and then we go pop, pop, and the hands come in, and then they go out. Freeze. The right hand should be in front of your chest, and the left hand is palm up. Okay, it wasn't snake strikes from the earth for those who know Kung Fu, but it was just like that. Okay? Okay? And then we do a little hop and we pull on the other side. When we pull on the other side, the hands are going to, both hands, hold on, good. Right hand up. Yeah, so you have them here, your hands, okay, so I'll connect it to the first one. We're in the single whip, we have right hand up, left hand down, and we do the step, step. The hands end up facing each other as they make a circle. And as they continue, then they go, and both hands are up. Right? So there's a second, when you were in the single whip, that you come across with the right hand up and left hand down. Then as you pull, the left hand turns over and you go, and then you're going to turn and both the palms face each other, but now the left one's up and the right one's up. And, right? And think about hitting with your forearm here, because it's an awkward, it would be weird to turn and do this. It's like, doesn't make sense. It's just, okay? So that was the hand position thing. I saw different variations of hands being up or down. Really, if you hit the marks on each of them, the rest is fluid, right? The rest is fluid. So we're here, and we come here, and then we have boom with a hop, but I'm doing it slower. Then we hop to pull, and we go boom, and here's the same thing on the other side, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see, you're trying to do something else, right? Like with the fists down, they're both up. Here, okay? They're both up on both of them. Kind of like when we did the other form and we went like this for the. I think it's in this form anyway.
At the end,
Yeah. I think that was the correction. So just look at the hand position on the end of those. Okay, fan? Want to grab the
Sure.
fan? Let's do the fan. Oh, get a drink. I don't have a drink. We're out of drinks. Doesn't make sense to refill them. All right, should we do it together once?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it together.
So can I see, so after we come, so after the punch, this little turn,
Yep.
I felt like was a little off. I don't know if my feet are just kind of,
Cool. Oh, we reviewed it recently enough that, far enough away that we can get it. So essentially, we've just done this, and we've come up here, and we're coming through here, so we're wanting this to pick up. So you're punching to the corner, then you reach back. Now I take a step because I'm getting too far away from the camera. So let's pretend that I landed here, so I don't have to take a step. So here, you can just pivot on that left foot, and now you're in a crane. But you do your Chen thing. Keep turning more. Then you do your Chen thing, stomp, step diagonal, hit. More, or that again?
okay.
That again? So. Here. Oh, too far away again, stay there. So, boom, reach back, pivot. Look how far I pivot. Step, hit.
Okay.
Then, use your hand if you need to flip it over, bring the foot in, step lateral. Don't hit with the fan, hit with your elbow. That's an elbow strike. Then it lets go, and if you've got a good start on it, then we're bringing that in. We're pausing dramatically, kicking, stomping, flipping fast. And get it caught in your sleeve, and up, so on. Yeah.
I think I've seen an extra foot step because you're moving closer, and
Yeah.
I thought it was part
Yeah,
of it,
so
but it's not.
what I've been doing is I flip it over, I step, and I shoot through, and I do my strike.
Mhm.
Then I'm like, oh, let me get closer, so I go like this. So I
It's just a,
I keep myself closer to the camera.
yes, sir.
Question.
Yes, sir?
Once we're in, this is not very specific. Come up. At what point are we coming up?
Yeah. Let me face the camera on it, and then, but that's the same thing as facing you, that you'll see it, rather than you coming up to watch it from the front like today. Right, is it like that? Is it like this when I do the kick? No, it's like this. Yeah, so I kick, stomp, flip, turn and drop. Your right leg should be bent, not your left. Then you come forward like an uppercut kind of motion. Then to answer your question, it goes like this in one motion. Now for learn by your knee, brush knee. But we've been learning it in broken pieces. So in the broken pieces, I'm here and I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, so on. But that's too much, like you're here, you just come up, like when you get which angles of this in. Oh, is it open? Yeah, I'm here, and it's just like, wonk. That's how it should be.
So the hand are kind of passing. Okay.
Yes, the left one's ahead.
So,
Because just like Golden Rooster, which this is, just like Golden Rooster, you block, you put your knee in the way, or it depends on which your Golden Rooster is, but you're bringing that, you're blocking and then you're bringing the knee and the arm up, or elbow. If we're doing the one where you wrap around the head, then you're holding the wrist, and you're bringing the knee to the face, like you're in some kung fu movie or something.
can you do it just once more?
Yes, absolutely. So we made it here on the set, go forward, and then one motion. Yep. Cool. Leave it. Okay. Follow me. Mr. Haley, if you're at home, follow Mr. Haley.
Sir.
I'll be observing in the corner here. Slightly off camera. No water to get.
Begin.
Again, a tough one. I got 3 of them. I got 3 things to go over. If you want to take your spot back. Sure. Yeah. I'll do the last one first because these are ones you've heard before. But when we're in this move here, and we've gone to here at the very end, and we go here, we got to stay on the back leg when we do that. We don't go to the front leg. Okay? That's for both of them. On the first one. Yeah. So we've here or wherever we're sinking, and we're just turning. And we have the elbow happen, the weight stayed on the back. Then you go like that, you have to do a shot, just like you do on your other forms. So the feeling of wanting to go forward, I'm not sure where that came from. You're not the only one. Stay back, or at least stay medium, but equal. The other one was from those punches to the corner. So when the punch happens here, the hips and the shifting go. Then, right, you're loaded up. If we go here, and the hips and the shoulders go there, I have to now I have to go over here then go over there, right? But if I do this and shift and turn, then I just go with my arms, and I'm right there. And that ends up being a okay? And the other one is just a reminder to get your hand in the palm down position to do the shoulder strike. Yours is still a little bit forced, but we had corrected it before and you did get it. So we have, let's see if we can run that together. I always forget to pick up for that. Oh yeah. So you're here, we step through. And we step through into a deep sink and we circle. Okay, we can use the mirrors. And we're sink right here, your hand is palm out, it should be palm down. Now, when you whip, you'll do it again. Nope. It's palm down before you do any action. Now do it. There it is. The wrist changing does not generate the pop. So take a look at it just objectively one time. I've come through, I circle, and I'm here. I'm already here, it's there. If I go here, then I'm having to flip it back around, and it's interfering with the simple, here's this palm up, then I have to, I don't know what I'm doing
Am
now.
I doing a circle wrong?
No, you just have the hand in the wrong
Here.
position to begin with. Palm out. Yeah, like think of cloud hands. So the palm's coming out, then the palm's coming down.
Oh, it's not coming around.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, it is coming around, but it's not going like this, right? It's just stopping.
Oh, okay. So,
Palm down, palm, and
like that?
yeah. And in fact, the hand really stays still. It's the shoulder that well, the hand doesn't stay still. So, yeah. Circle, sink, and nope. It doesn't open when you go down. It opens as you shoulder strike forward. And here's the other thing to work on. You are already forward, and that's why you're having to whip your wrist to open it. If you stay back, because this turn of the weight puts you into the back leg with the palm down, and the turn, the shoulder strike. See that? Yeah. You can get it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was 3 things. You want to try to think of what they were in a second? People, someone came to the shop today at Kickbun, they're like, they did jiu-jitsu. And they're like, well, And I'm like, cool. Well, I also learned jiu-jitsu before it was cool, and probably not as good as what they're teaching now. But the teacher always taught 3 brand new self-defense techniques while lying on the ground doing jiu-jitsu, and then said go practice them. So he trained his students, including me. It was a workshop setting, so it wasn't my normal teacher. And I was just like, huh? We have to remember all 3 of these different techniques for self-defense that aren't related. They don't look similar. After he just showed all 3 of them, like I just showed you 3 corrections. Okay, so we're trying to remember your 3 corrections. We only have a minute left, so we're not running the form again. Just want to make sure that you thought of those 3 corrections and log them in. At home too. All the way to the hip, all the way down to the hip, all the way to the hip, all the way to the hip. No, I mean not all the way to the and forward. Yeah. Yeah. Well, think for the shoulder strike in this form. Think ba-fa shoulder strike. When you think of ba-fa shoulder strike,
Okay.
yeah, think ba-fa shoulder strike because it's more like the ba-fa shoulder strike. remember it's circle, 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 right? And so it was like circle, 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 circle. Right? Yeah. The difference is you don't normally have something in your hand of the arm that's doing the shoulder. So I'll let you try one. We've got 1 minute. So you know what? I thought of something. The yang style is getting in the way. Instead of thinking shoulder forward towards the mirror, think your shoulder hit hand, even though it doesn't. Yeah, so don't think about shifting forward. Keep on the back leg, and then just take your left hand out here and bring your right shoulder in like. Yeah. You got the right idea. You'll have to hop for it. Watch. It's the bop hop. So if you, you're on the verge, and that's good. That is our time, guys. Special week. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples.
Bow to Grand Master instructor.
All right, bow to third degree and second degree. Advanced flag slash class dismissed.